I have a tale that I have told to a small handful of people, and each time they look at me and they say, "Bishop, you should share this one." Bishop, you could help some people. What I am about to offer you is a belief or a perspective. If I reach into my pocket and I pull out a coin, this one's a quarter. If I look at this quarter from this perspective, it looks like there is an old guy's head, right? But if I take this same quarter and I look at it from a different perspective, well, now there's kind of this big bird, right? And I think it's okay for us to change our perspectives. It's free will or something. So my perspective is not meant to hurt, okay? You don't have to believe in it. It's just a choice. When I zoom out from this coin, from this body, from this world, I see that this whole planet is like a farm. And I believe that there are aliens up in the moon that see us as agricultural. Maybe to them, we are like a fruit or a vegetable. We humans are the crops. And much like an ear of corn, the farmer, he doesn't really want the whole plant. The stalk, the husk, discarded, right? So our human bodies are merely a container. And when we drop, when we are unalived, you can fall on the ground, you can be buried, cremated, mummified. Humans. Your soul, however, well, now we're getting closer. Our souls carry all of our memories, our hopes, our joys, our sufferings. And it's this last part that the aliens really seem to care about. Ah, yes, the suffering. Humans are chock full of it, huh? The aliens collect our souls when we perish. They grab our little containers and they squeeze every last drop of our suffering. Then we are recycled, given the old mind wipe, sent all the way back to enter a new baby body, to grow a whole nother life, filling up the container all over again. What do they do with our suffering? Well, there's a couple theories, right? Perhaps it is like only an ingredient. You're making a recipe, so caviar, saffron, truffles. Perhaps there is some awesome cosmic lasagna, and oh, that human suffering makes it extra spicy, huh? Perhaps they take our suffering and they crush it all up and they snort it up their noses. Oh, that's the good human suffering right there. Like a little blue pill. Or perhaps they gather up all of this human suffering and they condense it, they squeeze it into a tiny little marble, this little black marble. Then they can take that black marble to a different planet, drop it, and kaboom. Could it be that our human suffering, in its most concentrated, rawest form, is a weapon? Do you remember a while back, there was a movie, it was called Monsters, Inc. And there was a big blue guy, a little green helper assistant, a little girl. The premise of this movie was that the monsters would jump into our dimension to scare children and collect the energy from their screams. Does this belief make you feel sad or frustrated, or like life is just really unfair, angry, like the baby cow that is stuck in a cage to make veal? Have you seen where there's like this gardener, he's out in the middle of nowhere town and he's growing this ginormous pumpkin. He wins a little award or something, a fancy trophy, a ribbon. My rebellious side wants to be a bad fruit. I very much want to be a small pumpkin. When the aliens do finally grab my container and they squeeze my soul, I want them to be disappointed, displeased. Because that's my way of saying, F you, batches. You know, I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to give you what you want because it's taken from me. It's not being given. I try to live my life with as little suffering as possible. If something bad happens to me, I don't dwell on it. I don't focus on it. I don't sink into this deep, dark depression. My desire to fight these evil alien overlords is more powerful somehow than my desire to feel sad. If you have had a difficult life, if you are living through difficulties, stop feeling sad. Just stop. No depression, no sadness, no grief, no loss. Eat some ice cream or look at the clouds, smell a flower, because each time you take a little bit of joy in something, you make your growth of suffering less. Does that make sense? Be the bad fruit. Be the small pumpkin. How's that for a purpose to this life? Is it too much? Does it hurt too much? Leaves a bad taste in your mouth? Well, okay. Let's take that coin, let's flip it upside down or backwards, let's see what else, right? If we are a farm and they are harvesting our suffering, it could just as easily be possible that they are harvesting our happiness. See what I did there? So maybe, much like at the end of Monsters, Inc., when they discover that human children, their laughter is more productive, better energy, more filling the containers than the fear, to me, it's kind of the same. Because instead of a black marble of kaboom, what if it's like a white marble and it spreads healing? To me, the logic is still the same. If you want to live a happy, joyous life, you know, spread kindness, compassion, love, you're producing an energy. I'm good with that. I like that. If I get to the end and I am a small fruit or a bad pumpkin because they wanted my suffering, I'm good with that too. Either way, I'm just going to stop suffering, just like you. If you found this video helpful, if you thought it was cool, push on all my stuff. Why not? If you'd like to share your perspective, your belief, leave me a comment. I read them all and I try to respond. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.